I meant the orange.
Oh, that's.
I'll be seeing that.
Hey Matt, we can go eat that for the first week.
What?
Can you eat the chocolate for the first week?
From the Savannah.
Oh.
Okay. Hello, my name is Isabel Masuo. I'm an 8th grader, Polaris. That's why I'm here. And so this is my POL. So thank you all for coming. Okay, about me. So yeah, that's me. Okay. So this is a bunch of my family members. So my parents are divorced. I have 2 families. So this is Gretchen Victoria, me and my brother Leonard. That's my mom Liz, and that's Sean. And so that's my family. I also have a bunch of pets, and so those are all family members. I'll get to friends later. But yeah, I have a wide variety of interests, such as science in general, music, math, and I also have had the honor of being able to take part in the Colorado Coalition this year, which is also a huge part of me, and I've been really enjoying that entire experience so far. So a part that I kind of like to go into is my entire lineage. So one of my parents, Gretchen, was born in Poland, and they migrated here from Poland to escape communism. Refusal to join the Communist Party led Polish family here. These are my grandparents, and this is my parent and my uncle. And so, yeah, I kind of like that part of my identity, and I'm really proud of those risks that they took to come to America. So, this is my first product. It's a video. Should be a video? What's wrong with it? It was a video. Oh, no.
Not a video.
Okay. Improv. Let's go. So this was a video. So this product was my water density column for science near the beginning of the year, and it goes along with communication and collaboration. And so this was a big thing, and it was a project where we had to do an experiment and make a video on it and explain how it works, and just kind of, basically take hot water and cold water, put it on top of each other, and see how the hot water stays on top of the cold water because of the different densities of the 2 types of water. And I made a video with one of my closer friends, and so we had to make a video with this, but we had really opposing. She really likes to have jokes and funny, and I'm almost dead serious, and that doesn't work well since they're just so opposing. And so we spent a lot of time working together to make sure that the video worked well and had enough jokes, wasn't boring, but at the same time wasn't overwhelmed by jokes. And so by working together with that peer, I managed to make a product that was better than what I could have done just by myself. And so communication, collaboration, we had to talk a lot, and we got into a few arguments, but all the other, it ended up working out really well. So that's my first product. Okay, my second product, civic engagement and service. This is my Colorado Coalition website. Like I said before, I have had the opportunity to be in the Colorado Coalition, and this is what I have to show for it. And this is a website that I created to just kind of show my experiences so far and how how I just did everything and just all the experiences I had and why it matters. And for all of you that don't know, Colorado Coalition is our group of middle and high schoolers who work together, get our scuba diving license and do a bunch of research on coral, climate change, ocean acidification, anything that can hurt the coral reefs. And at the end of the year, in around 2-3 weeks, we are going to fly to Florida to go plant baby coral in the Florida Keys. And I'm really looking forward to it, and it's such an amazing adventure. And so that's it. And so this shows civic engagement and service. Civic engagement and service basically means to be able to do things to help your community and to be an active part of your community and to help and carry your load, or even more if you can. And so this shows that because it's, so on one side, it shows what I've been doing and what I've been working hard to change my personal lifestyle so I can try to help protect the reefs all around the world. And so this is kind of the public face of that and shows what I've been doing. And it also is a public thing. People can view it and they can be inspired to make a difference as well, because if everyone in the world decided that they were going to start making a difference, then the world would be completely changed. But the thing is, people don't do that because they're like, oh, I'm just one person, I'll never make a difference. But this can say, hey, I made a difference, you can too. So this can also be super helpful as well. So my third product was leadership. This is for social studies. This also represents the country simulation project we did in social studies. And it basically described it. We worked together in a group of people to create our own country and use that knowledge to kind of compare it to the real world and how the real world works and what motives some political leaders might have and that sort of thing. And so this was leadership because in my group I was one of the main people who took charge, and I was doing my best to help everybody else out. But I had some struggles, and it was slightly difficult because I kind of like to be completely in control. That's one of my character flaws. I like to be completely in control because I have a mindset where the only way for it to get done right is if I do it, and that's really not a good thing to have. And so with this project, I learned to kind of loosen the reins and let the other people in the group take a part of it and do their own thing as well. So I've been working on, I did that as well. So my fourth product is information, media, and technology. This was described on my mock article for English class. What this project was is we pretended to interview someone, a fictional character or a real character that just kind of inaccessible, someone famous, or just someone completely fictional. And so I created this mock article on the character for Be More Chill, which is a musical that I'm a total nerd about. I really like it. And so I worked on that, and it was on a site called Adobe Spark. And it's a really great site, and it was super helpful, but one of the issues that I had with it is the photos were kind of, so you can't really choose the photos. You can't say, oh, I want to make this bigger, or oh, I want to make it smaller so it's less pixely. It just kind of does it for you. And on one hand, this can be super helpful, so you don't have to be kind of like changing it all the time. But on the other hand, if it's the wrong size, you're kind of stuck with it. And so I used other photos. I did what I could to make none of the photos pixely and that sort of thing. And another way that this connects to information media and technology is that so I had to revise it a few times, and the way we did that is Dr. Matt Strand got a program, and this program basically allowed him to highlight different parts and say, this is what you could do to make it better. And instead of sending me like a 3-page long email about, oh, in the second paragraph, first sentence, you had an extra comma after the word they. Like, instead of that sort of thing, he could just highlight it and say, no, this should not be there. And so that's super helpful, and that was really helpful for that. Okay, so where am I going? So I'll be going here to Polaris for high school. I really love the school, and I'll be staying here. And so what I'd like to do with my life is I want to dive deeper into into math and science. And this sort of thing is kind of a hard decision because, like I said in my About Me, I have a lot of interests and it's super hard to decide. For example, music, but I'll be going on to the math side of that, and one of my aunts, Mary, will be helping me with doing this. She works in the NSA, and from what I've been told so far, the branch that she works in has a lot to do with math, and that's something super interesting. And so this summer, I'm hoping to see her again and kind of dive deeper and learn more about what she does, and just kind of work at it and see if that's something that I really want to pursue. So I'd like to give a few thank yous to, first of all my friends. They've been incredible. And I have had a lot of struggles in my life. I won't get into that, but they've made my life so much better, and I'd be in such a darker place right now if it weren't for them. They've always made my life so better, and I am completely indebted to them forever. They're just so amazing. These are just a few of them. I don't have that many photos of all my friends. There are a lot more. These are just some of them. Addie, Zoe, David, Sky, and Madeline are just a few of them. And so those are all my friends. And I'd also like to thank my middle school teachers because, like I said, life gets hard sometimes, and school is a great way for me to just forget everything that's happening at home and just kind of focus on my work and to kind of take advantage of that and forget everything that's going wrong and focus on the good side of it and to focus on a task at hand, which is super helpful in that, and that's the number one way I like to forget about everything else, is just to focus on something. And so that is where I'm going, some thank yous. And real quickly before I finish, ask for questions. I prepared a song for you all on my ukulele. Some of you may know it. It's called "Who Knew" by Pink. And I really like this song because, I don't know, I like sad stuff. And I don't know, I heard it once a while ago and I'm like, wow, this is really good. And then I tortured myself by imagining that it was me with one of my best friends. Okay, here we go. I questions? Yeah?
I am so beyond impressed right now, first of all. I'm really glad I got to hear you sing before I left this place. I just want to know what you are most looking forward to in high school.
To be honest, I don't really know. It's just, I don't know, I guess I'm looking forward to kind of diving deeper in who I want to become and everything, and who I want to become and what I want to do with my life when I grow older, because that's something that I just can't seem to be able to decide right now. So I'm really looking forward to just discovering myself. Are there any more?
What is one aspect of Polaris that you hope does not change?
Just the community. Like, it's so amazing. When I came here in first grade, and when I was in kindergarten, I actually got bullied a lot. And when I came here, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not bullied at all. Everybody seems to actually like me. Like, first grade. And I immediately noticed that, and I've been immediately so amazed by how amazing of a community it is. So I just want to keep that forever, because it's just an amazing thing that cannot be lost.
Let's give Isabel a hand.